Keurig in our hotel room here at Hotel Petaluma makes weird noises, which I think is just customary for Keurigs. I'm not around one, and I don't drink coffee. I just have a natural predisposition toward the noises that it makes. It doesn't seem to bother my wife at all.
Good morning.
Braids is right now braiding her hair. Last night she was kind of at the mercy of some 6-year-old hands that rather played havoc with her hair.
That's fine then. No damage done.
She's rather used to people playing with her hair from her college days and possibly before.
Yeah.
She's gotten a lot of responses or comments from people over this trip about her hair.
Yeah, like, get a haircut, you hippie. No, just kidding. Nobody said that.
I think that was more me, my brother telling me that after the first video. We are right now about to leave our illustrious stay here at Petaluma. Was I talking too loud?
Maybe a little for 4:30. The neighbors might not like it.
Oh yeah, and it's 4:30 in the morning. We're gonna head out to the airport now, drop off our rental car, and then make it back to RDU by 6:15, where our friend Brittany Smith is going to be picking us up around 6:30, and that will be the end of our California trip. But also, we enjoy our friends here and our friends and family back home. We have made it to SFO, San Francisco International Airport. Say, Braids.
Yeah.
How much did the total rental car Hertz vehicle rental for 3 days come to?
$63.35.
Oh, holy cow! How was that even possible?
You want to take the escalator or the elevator?
Let's go escalator.
Okay. Because I hunted for a good bargain.
You are a safari hunter extraordinaire. Currently, we are at the shuttle service.
Air train.
Air train. What is that?
It's a train that flies through the air.
Whoa, my gosh, I'm so excited. Are you ready to get on the air train, Braids? Let's do it.
Okay.
Because this doesn't look touristy at all.
Can we separate?
My wife is so patient. Fortunately, we love lines. This may or may not be legal. So here we are at SFO Airport, and
I'm
then
always eating on these videos.
I don't understand it. Thank goodness it never happens to me. This is called breakfast. Moms, please don't worry. We had a really big dinner. My wife needs...
Passengers on flight 66 Liberty Lane, and if you're group 5 through 9, you'll board through the main boarding lane. Please remain seated until we complete priority boarding.
My wife is like a pygmy shrew. She constantly needs food or she will die. Whereas with me, I like to consider myself to have
Show Humphrey, if you'd like to report, you may do so at this time. And we'd like to...
I like to consider myself one who eats a lot and then slowly digests the food over a period of time, kind of like a sarlacc pit. This is what I consider how you can tell how long this trip has been. Like, this is day 8 of travels.
You can tell by the scruff.
We're excited to get back home and then to enjoy Raleigh life, but we'd really...
And we'd like to begin boarding American Airlines flight number 66, service to New York Kennedy, inviting group number 1. Welcome aboard, group 1.
We really did enjoy this trip.
arrived right now. Braids is about to be eating some, here it is, burrito Mexican grilled beach. Right now my Sheila is hungry, me less so, but I was inspired by the question since I've never actually heard Hugh Jackman speak in his real voice. It's always been as an American or as a British. But my wife did remind me that in the movie Australia, he probably does speak with his own accent. Just some Australian musings right now. I love you. I like it. Hey, Braids, where are we now?
Over Chicago.
That's cool. Where are we going?
Home.
That's also cool. Hey, Braids, what you reading?
The Wise Man's Fear.
Who's it by?
Patrick Rothfuss.
Is it a good book?
Yes. It's mostly. It's got a few flaws, but it's good.
Since you asked, I am also reading a book right now. It's called Rome and Jerusalem, and it's quite a page turner. It's about the siege in Jerusalem around 70 AD. Well, don't knock it till you try it, Braids.
That cute face.
I know Exxon is not the cheapest gas station in the world, but now that we are back in Raleigh, I get to proudly demonstrate North Carolina prices and how they are a full $1 cheaper than some of the prices we saw in the Bay Area. Our friend Brittany was willing to pick us up in this car, and we are grateful. Right now, Braids and Brittany are having a good conversation inside. And then we got home. The end. Just kidding.
What is the point?
Thank you. I really enjoyed this trip that we went on to California, Braids.
I'm glad.
I can't help but think about all the cool things that we did over the last 8 days. Do you know what my favorite parts were?
All of them.
I really enjoyed seeing my sister and a lot of friends in San Francisco and finding restaurants that were actually affordable.
A few. A couple.
I also enjoyed going to places I used to live, like the Creek in Novato and Hamilton Army Airfield. I enjoyed climbing up trees and getting lemons and grapefruit, possibly illegally.
Most definitely.
I really enjoyed seeing Andrew Scott and the Sharkies in Sacramento. And then seeing all of our friends in Davis. That was really cool too.
Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just cutting more pie.
And visiting the pie store.
Mm-hmm.
And spending time in Hotel Petaluma. And also seeing Steve and Sarah
Ross.
and Tanya
Mm-hmm.
and her girls.
Mm-hmm. And Marty and Dave and the Sainses and the Palaces and Whitney Lee and Brian Helm and Scott Bitzo. There were a lot of people.
It's true, Braids. We would have loved to have seen even more.
There weren't enough hours in the day. We miss seeing Adrian and Nick Matthias
And so many
and
others.
so many more.
Why, it was a fantastic trip.
Would you please eat your pie? Thank you.
Can we do it again soon?
We can do it again. Not super soon.
Key update. Now it's time for a quick key update.
No way, I just found my keys. They had slipped down in the lining of my backpack in the outer pocket. There they are. I called the airport 4 times for this. We searched their lost and found when we got off the plane. We dug for our spare car key and our spare house key to replace this. And it was in my bag the whole time. That's embarrassing.
And now it's the end.